Okay, in this video we are going to solve equation for indicated variable. Where do we use it? Sometimes the formula is given and we need to find some component from this formula, and this topic is going to help you to identify the indicated variable from given formula slash equation. All right, so question number 1. You are given D is equal N Z X, and we need to solve for X. To solve for X, we know that NZ acting as a coefficient of X, therefore we need to divide by NZ to get X, and which means D also we need to divide by NZ, because whatever change you do to one side of equation, you have to do the same change to the other side of equation. Canceling, and we are getting X is equal D over NZ. Next one, number 2. We have P is equal B plus 4A plus 2C. And we need to solve for B. To solve for B, that means we need to move 4A on the other side and 2C on the other side, yes? And we are getting, when we move any term of equation on the other side of equal sign, we're always going to flip the sign on the opposite. Look, 4A was positive. Once we move it over, it's going to be negative. 2C was positive. We move it over, it's going to be negative. And here we have left B. And we are done. Next one, number 3. B is equal 1/4 H S plus K. And we need to find S. So before we find S, first of all, we need to find S plus K, right? To find S plus K, let me write down like this. B is equal, since between them is multiplication, I can write down 1 times H and S plus K divided by 4. Well, 1 I don't have to have it. I was just showing that what I'm doing. Now once we have it, I'm going to bring to common denominator. Common denominator is going to be 4, right? On the right side of equation we have 4. On the left side we need to divide by 4 and multiply by 4. Correct? Now since we have a common denominator across the equation, we are going to drop this common denominator, and we will have 4B is equal H times S plus K. And to solve for S, first thing we are going to do to find S plus K. So to find S plus K, since it's multiplication, I'm going to divide by H, right? To getting close to S. So divide, getting rid of H, which means since it's multiplication, doing opposite operation, which is division, right? This is gone. And we are getting 4B over H, and it is equal S plus K. Once we have S plus K, now we can find S, right? And it's going to be very easy to find. All we're going to do, move K on the other side. and we are going to get 4b over h. K was positive. Once I move here, it's going to be negative, and that is equal S. And we solve our equation for S. Okay? Moving next. Next, S is equal 3LW plus 3WH plus 2HL, and we need to solve for H. Okay, we have 2H here, L, and 3WH here. So what we're going to do, first of all, we need to get out of parentheses that H, right? So it's going to be equal, S is equal 3LW plus, I'm taking H out, and I will have 3W plus 2L. Okay, next I'm going to move this 3LW on this side, which is going to give me S, so it was plus, will become minus 3LW is equal H times 3W plus 2L. Okay, and to find H, I have to divide by 3W plus 2L. Why divide? Because I'm doing opposite operation, right? It's multiply, then I have to divide. So 3W plus 2L. What is important, you cannot separate 3W or 2L. Take one and leave another one, because they are in parentheses. If I divide, I have to divide by whole expression, 3W plus 2L. And I'm doing the same thing here, divided by 3W plus 2L. So 3W plus 2L and 3W plus L is gone, and my H is equal S minus 3LW over 3W plus 2L. Next one. We have 4 times H minus A plus 3B equal 5H plus A. We need to find H from here. Let's see how we're going to find. Since H here is in parentheses, and I have here multiplied by 4. Okay, let's see what I'm going to do. First step, I'm going to get rid of 3b, which is because it's plus, I'm moving on this side, it's going to be minus, right? And then since 4 times h minus a, it's multiplication, I need to divide by 4, opposite operation. And this 5h also I am moving on this side because I need to combine with h's. Okay, let's see what I'm going to do step by step. So step number 1, 4 times h minus a, and I'm bringing 5h on this side and 3b on this side. 5h I'm moving on this side because I have h here also. 3b moving on the other side because there is no h, so 3b I'm moving to the other side, it's going to be negative. 3b plus a. Okay, next step. I need to divide by 4. Okay, so to get rid of, if I get rid of 4, my h minus a, I can take off parentheses, right? So let's divide by 4, but I have to divide across the equation. So divide this by 4, divide this by 4, divide this by 4, and divide this by 4. And I'm getting, this is gone, and I have h minus a minus 5 over 4 h equal negative 3/4 of B and plus 1/4 of A. Okay, so we need to find H. What I'm going to do, I need to move this negative A also on this side, get rid of this A. It was negative, will become positive. So I have H minus 5/4H equal positive A, right? I moved, was negative, became positive, minus 3/4 B plus 1/4 A. As you can see, we have here like terms, A and 1/4 A. Well, we'll take care of it. So H minus 5/4 H. Here we have 1H, right? H or 1H, it's the same thing. Or just like we say an apple or one apple, right? So 5/4H, it's 1 and 1/4 of H. So if we do H minus 1H, let me write down 1 and 1/4 H, it's going to be equal negative 1/4 H, correct? So negative 1/4 H. And we have here A plus 1/4 A. A plus 1/4 of A, meaning 1A plus 1/4, 1 and 1/4 of A. So it's going to be negative 3/4 of B plus 1 and 1/4 of A. Okay, so from here, H is going to be equal what do we have? H, look here, this is nicely working out. I have under every single term, I have common denominator 4, 4, and 4, right? I'm going to do first of all this 1 and the 1/4 convert into improper fraction, so it won't affect when I drop the denominator. So I have negative 1/4 of H equal negative 3/4 of B, and plus 1 times 4 is 5, 5 plus 1 times 4, oh my god, I was adding 1 plus times 4 is 4, plus 1 is 5, 5/4A. Okay, now 4 and 4, since it's equation, I can drop denominator that is the same across the equation, and I have negative H is equal negative 3B plus 5A. So we are interested in H but not negative H, so I can either multiply by negative 1 or divide by negative 1. And as a result, we are going to get H is equal positive 3B and minus 5A. And we are done. Okay, next one. Number, which one was that? 5. So next one is going to be number 6. We have AX plus B equal 3 times X minus A. And we need to find X. Okay, first of all, we see here we have X and here we have X. So I have two ways of choices. So either I have to distribute this 3 and then combine like terms with X, or I can get rid of this 3 first, release X minus A, and then combine. I like that method better, so I'm going to go that way. So first of all, I have 3 times X minus A. I'm going to get rid of 3, which means since here is multiplication, I'm going to divide by 3, right? So it's going to be ax plus b is equal 3 times x minus a. So we are going to divide by 3, right? Because here we have multiplication, which means same thing we are going to do here. Divide by 3, divide by 3. This 3 and 3 gone. And we are getting a over 3x plus b over 3 is equal x minus a. Now I'm going to move this x on this side. So I'm getting a over 3x minus x is equal negative a. And b over 3 I'm moving on this side because there is no x. I'm separating all terms with x and all other leftover terms on the other side. Minus b over 3. Okay, so let's on the left side take x out. And we get a over 3 minus here will be 1. And here we have negative a minus b over 3. Correct? Okay, so from here, what do we get? We need to get our we need to get our x, which means we are dividing a over 3 minus 1. Same thing I'm doing here, a over 3 minus 1. This one is gone, so I'm getting x is equal. So let's see, bringing to common denominator, negative a minus b over 3. Common denominator is 3. Accordingly, here divide by 3, here multiply by 3. And the same thing here, divide by 3, multiply by 3, right? Common denominator is 3. And I'm getting 3, negative 3a minus b. And here I'm getting 3. A minus 3. And when I divide, I'm going to get negative 3a minus b over 3. So when you divide fraction, we flip that fraction, right? And do multiplication. Here we go. We flip that fraction, a minus 3. So 3 and 3 gone. And we have left x is equal negative 3a minus b divided over a minus 3. Now, since we have two negatives in numerator, this is what I can do. I can take negative sign out in front of parentheses and flip every single sign in numerator. So it was negative become positive, it was negative became positive also. And here I have a minus 3. And then this negative sign here, I will apply to denominator. So, which means my denominator will become, instead of a minus 3, it will become 3 minus a. Remember, if I have negative sign, a minus 3, if I distribute it, I'm getting negative a plus 3, right? Or if I write down first positive number 3 and then next negative number will be 3 minus a, right? That's exactly what I did. And in numerator I have 3a plus b, and in denominator 3 minus a. So from here our answer is x is equal 3a plus b over 3 minus a. Okay, another one. So, question number 7. And what do we have? All right. X over c minus 4 is equal cx plus 6. Okay, we need to find x from here. All right. Well, since I have c minus 4 is my denominator, so all I am going to do, bring to common denominator, which is going to be x over c minus 4 is equal, here it's going to be c minus 4 and in numerator cx plus 6 and times c minus 4, right? Okay. Next, since this is equation, I can clearly drop c minus 4 and we have x is equal cx plus 6 c minus. So from here we are getting cx times c, it's going to be c squared x. Cx times negative 4 is equal 4cx. 6 times c, it's going to be plus 6c. 6 times negative 4, it's going to be equal negative 24. So we have here cx, c squared x, and 4cx. Both of them are moving on the other side. X minus c squared x minus 4c plus 4cx equal 6c minus 24. Okay, so from here I'm taking x as a common factor because we need to find x, right? And I will get 1 minus c squared plus 4c. And here we have 6c minus 24. All right, so to get x, I need to divide by 1 minus c squared plus 4c. Same thing here, 1 minus c squared plus 4c. This is gone with this one, and our x is equal 6c minus 24 divided by 1 minus c squared plus 4c. Next one, number 8. We have y is equal sw minus sk to power 3. And we need to find s. Well, this one looks very easy. Okay, so first of all, we take s as a common factor. Y is equal s taking out w minus k cubed, right? Okay, to find s, what we have to do? We have to divide w minus k cubed, right? Here also y divided by w minus k cubed. This is, we cancel each other, and we are getting s is equal y over w minus k cubed. All right, and let's solve one more. Number 9. So we have 5b equal 2b minus 3 m plus 7. Okay, we need to find b. This is interesting. So what am I going to do first thing? I'm trying to see if I can avoid anyhow multiplication of these two parentheses. No way. One way or another I have to multiply. So let's multiply. 5b is equal, so 2b times m, it's going to be 2bm, and then 2b times 7, it's going to be 14b. Okay, next, negative 3 times m, it's going to be negative 3m, and negative 3 times 7, it's going to be negative 21. Okay, so what do we have here? Let me see. Let me write down, we need to find b, right? Okay, yeah. So I have three terms that have b, this, and this. So I'm moving on one side, 5b minus 2bm minus 14b, right? Because I'm moving on the other side of equal sign. So I need to flip that sign. Was positive become negative, was negative becomes positive. And this is equal negative 3m minus 21. Okay, so let's take b out, and I will have 5 minus 2m minus 14. Okay, equal negative 3m minus 21. All right, so to get b, I have to divide by 5 minus 2m minus 14, right? And here, same thing, 5 minus 2m minus 14. And this is equal, this is canceling each other, and we are getting b is equal negative 3m minus 21 over 5 minus 2m minus 14. So if we take negative out here, I will get positive 3m, positive 21, 5 minus 2m minus 14. Okay, and finally, let me combine this negative sign. I'm going to apply to denominator. Oh, I just noticed I have here for a while already, I have here common denominator. Okay, so it's gonna be 3m plus 21. So 5 minus 14 is going to be negative 9. So negative 2m, so it will be negative 2m minus 9. So if I apply negative sign to 2m, negative 2m minus 9, we will get positive 2m plus 9. Yes? I was so busy with division and multiplication, didn't pay attention that we have there come at like terms. Okay, and this is going to be our answer. B is equal 3m plus 21 over 2m plus 9. Okie dokie, thank you for watching, and I'll solve some problems again.